Welcome to United by Trucks. Today, well, we brought home the first Ford to the channel. Alright guys, so here at United by Trucks, well, we are United by Trucks and we can't just continue to be exclusively C10s and our ownership. So, well, we went out and bought the coolest Ford F100 Unibody we could find. This is actually one of my bucket list trucks, especially if you're going to talk about a Ford. I mean, a Unibody is a really cool truck and something that we've wanted to mess with for a long time. So John and I are pretty pumped about this truck. It needs a lot of rust repair, but I'm going to turn the camera around and show you all the great things about it, and we'll show you some of the bad too. Y'all hang tight. So here it is. It is a 1961 Ford Unibody F100 that we got from our buddy Jason at F100 Mob. It is original black paint, short bed Unibody. Like I said, it has lived in a chicken house since 1994 is my understanding. It's got a little rust in the bed floor up by the back of the cab there. It's got some other rust we're going to show you here in just a minute. But I think it's a really cool truck. One of my favorite parts is probably this tailgate. John and I were talking about this the other day, and just how, and looking at how cool the latch mechanism is on this thing. I mean, that's just a really cool setup they had going there. Another big part of this truck that I just really love is that it's obviously short bed, but it's original black paint. One other cool thing that actually is happening on both sides is you can see those little ripples right there on the bed side. And they're actually what we believe are spot weld warpage from the wheel well right there. And it's on both sides, which is kind of cool. This thing's just got a ton of character. And the hood's currently stuck, so I can't get it open, but it has a 302 out of a 68 Mustang. Supposedly it runs, but it needs a new fuel system, new carb, that sort of thing. It's got a C4 transmission, and it's gonna make a really cool truck. Not exactly sure what we're gonna do with this thing yet. Maybe a truck that we ultimately get running, put some wheels and tires on it, and drive it stock for a little while till we figure it out. I mean, obviously I'd love to lay this thing flat out on the ground, but I'm not sure that's what we're gonna do yet. Now comes all the fun part. It's got this really cool interior. I love the gauge package in it. The steering wheel just has a lot of cool stuff. I guess sort of that Art Deco themed stuff going on the inside. Definitely needs floor pans. So Mike Howell's gonna have fun with this one whenever we get there. But it's got some significant rust in the floor pans, but nothing a good metal man can't handle. And we're just really excited about it. I know John's excited about it. He's over there playing on his phone.
Trying to sell some parts.
Trying to sell some parts, that's right. John, what do you think about this whole thing?
I like it. I'm a Chevy guy, but I like old Fords too.
Well, thanks for letting a Ford reside at the truck farm for a minute. while we figure out what in the world we're gonna do with this thing.
It's actually the second Ford here. The other one's just not a classic.
That's true. That is very, very true. And we did have, back before we started the channel, we had the four-wheel drive 66. Yeah, we had a 66 F100 four-wheel drive short bed, and boy, that was a really, really unique truck.
And cool truck.
Yeah, very, very cool truck. But yeah, this is the first one under the sort of the UBT brand, and one we're really excited about. We actually bought this thing about, I guess, 6 months ago. And it's been sitting down at our buddy Jason's dad's shop, and they finally brought it up to us. So I'm gonna drop in a little footage of this thing coming home when Jason brought it to us, and we'll catch you back here in just a minute. So we got a little surprise for y'all. Bringing in a different brand, but the cooler thing is, check out this young man. Say what's up. He's running the winch. Good job, Henry. All right. That's awesome.
All right, you want to go back in? You want to go back in?
So we've been sitting on this thing for a little while. Not even real sure when we're gonna do a big video on it and introduce our plans, which we're not even really sure of yet. But 61 F100 Unibody. The first UBT Ford. All right, guys, thanks so much for tuning in to United by Trucks. We hope that you like what you've seen today. I know some of you GM guys may be like, what are they doing with a Ford? But as I've said from the beginning, this channel is all about all sorts of different brand classic trucks. So we like Fords, we like GM, we like Dodge, so we're gonna bring them to you right here on the channel. So this is our first Ford though, and we're pretty pumped about it. Like I said, not sure exactly what we're gonna do with it. These things have entirely different suspensions and drivetrains and, you know, parts and bolts and all the things that go in with having a different brand truck. So we're gonna figure all that out. We're gonna work with our buddy Jason over at F100 Mob to help do that. But we're gonna get this thing up and running. We're gonna do something with it, but we're gonna have to be patient. Obviously, we've got some big builds happening right now that are taking up a lot of our time and resources. So this one's gonna get put up for a minute, but you'll see it out soon. So appreciate you tuning in today. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, definitely consider doing so. If you like what you've seen here, smash that little thumbs up button below the screen, and definitely leave a comment down below, and we'll catch you next time right here on United by Trucks. Cue the music.